Hey guys, day number 8, beginning of week 2 on the journey of transformation. Um, Week 1 has gone well. First two commitments I made on this journey were one was a dietary change to stop eating sugar and bread, um, and then the second one was a workout change, a physical fitness change, where committed to working out 4 days a week. So I've kept those two commitments for the last week. Um, and beginning of week 2, day 8, time to introduce some new elements to this journey. Um, and we'll keep going, keep doing it. Um, Week 1 went well. The one big thing that I noticed is that as I stopped eating sugar, um, it became really, really apparent to me very quickly how often I use sugar or bread as a comfort food, as something to sort of just anesthetize pain, I guess, for me. So whenever I'm feeling anxious or fearful or a little bit depressed, I just go get something to eat, usually something with bread or sugar, and I feel better. But now that I'm not doing that, now that I don't have that crutch to lean on, what's happening is I'm becoming more aware of the things that I am fearful of and anxious about, and trying to confront those things, and work through them rather than run away from them. So that's been the challenge in the first week. The big thing that I've noticed, specifically with regard to my in my business, there's a huge element of creativity and design, that I need to bring to the table. And as I stopped eating sugar, all of a sudden this huge anxiety and fear just came to the surface of me not being able to come up with any good design ideas, um, which is strange. I mean, there's no reason for me to actually think that. Um, but I think it's just a fear that I have for whatever reason in me, that I'm not going to be good enough. Um, that I'm not going to produce what I need to produce. That I'm going to fail. So, kind of dealing with that fear, and that anxiety right now. So it's been a little bit. It's been that aspect of things has been difficult for the past several days, especially. Um, but I'm excited to, part of this journey of transformation is facing the things in myself that I have not faced before. I mean, that's a huge part of it, if not the primary part of it. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to, actually acting with courage, and making choices, to face fear head on, as opposed to running away from it, um, and trying to work through some things in myself. So that's been week 1. For week 2, I think the new things that I'm going to implement, the new things that I'm going to introduce to the program are, I'm going to begin deep breathing exercises, which I think is kind of crosses the boundaries between having physical benefits, mental and emotional benefits, and spiritual benefits. So, um, yeah, what I'm doing right now is, you guys have probably heard of Wim Hof. He's the Iceman, famous for cold therapy and breathing exercises. So I'm doing his basic breathing exercise, which is basically just 3 sets of 30 deep breaths, in the morning, and I find it to be really calming, and it's a huge de-stressor. So I'm doing that. That's the first thing I'm going to introduce for week 2, and then I'm also, another dietary thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start drinking 1 glass of Pau d'Arco tea and 1 glass of rosehip tea every day. The reason for those two choices are that they both are hugely antibacterial, and Pau d'Arco especially, and Pau d'Arco specifically is also hugely antiviral in terms of its properties. So both of those things are huge boosts to the immune system. So I'm going to just introduce those. Basically what I do is I boil like a pan of each one and then let it cool off and just dump it in a pitcher and put it in the fridge, and then I drink it as like iced tea. So a glass a day of each of those. I'll probably talk a little bit more about the specific benefits of each of those things in another video. But for now, that's the new thing, the second new thing that I'm introducing for week 2 of the Journey of Transformation. And then I'm going to introduce a third thing, which has to do with, has to do with vocation and building my business, which is that I'm going to commit myself to 5 new design ideas every day. So again, as I said, in my business, design is a huge thing, and if I avoid it, it creates issues. So 5 new design ideas every day, and they don't have to be brilliant, they just have to be design ideas, and just gets me used to the process, or being comfortable with the process of coming up with a lot of bad ideas until I hit on a really good one. So that's number 3. So I'm committing to doing that every single day. So 3 things: deep breathing, drinking Pau d'Arco and rosehip tea, 1 glass each a day, and then 5 new design ideas every day. So that's what I'm doing for Journey of Transformation week 2. And if you guys want to, as I've said before, jump in and follow me or participate and do what I'm doing, great. If you want to just take certain elements of what I'm doing and implement them in your own practice, in your own daily rituals, go for it. Everybody doesn't have a business where design is necessary, for instance, but there might be something in your business or at your place of work where if you did it every single day, things would improve for you. And I'm sure you know what that thing is, whoever you are and whatever your business is doing. You'll know what that thing is that you need to do. So, all right, that's it for today. Talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.